Good evenings, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me today. This is Timothy's Life Academy. My name is Timothy Rushdan, and the topic of this video is about the subconscious mind and the conscious mind, and where I stand and how I'm dealing with the issues that come with both of those you know ideas and thoughts and whatnot. I've been doing a lot of training of the subconscious mind, as in sleep affirmation. I'm putting, I constantly remind myself throughout the day, that this is where I'm headed and this is where I need to be and this is where I'm going. So throughout the day, there's thoughts about this. There's thoughts and there's positive thoughts in my head, and there's positive thoughts like just spewing out in my everyday actions, which is wonderful. It is great. I'm like I said, I'm very, I'm just like my body is on autopilot, and which way I'm headed is autopilot. I'm reacting accordingly to the surroundings around me, based off of like information I pick up off the internet, just reports and all this stuff. Like I said, I like to study finance. That's interesting to me. That's the most thing that interests me. So I take in a lot of information, whether that's from news, YouTube videos, and just looking at overall just reports that are provided, that are available to everybody on the internet. So I follow that. I follow the stock market and all that. By the way, if you, I'm going to put a link in the description and a link to my Robinhood account. If you are looking to join Robinhood and you want to make get a free stock. Usually, just give you a stupid stock. It's like a $5 share, but it is $5. It's basically giving you $5 or $6 or $7. The stock market's doing really well. Over this last month, I'm up $100, which is like fantastic. I'm so excited about that. That's another stream of income. I'll have another video about that too, building your stream of incomes. But what I really wanted to get at is that's what I've been studying, and that's my direction, and that's what I research. And like I said, I'm going after positive things in my life. But my conscious mind, the thing that I use 95%, like that I'm aware of 95% of the day, is what you run off of. You run off of a conscious mind, which is just you doing your everyday things. Okay. So take that in. So you're doing your everyday things. You're not asleep. That's when the conscious kicks in, or when you're daydreaming, or when you're asleep. That's when the subconscious brain kicks in, and like things like when you're daydreaming and all that good stuff. That is also when the subconscious mind kicks in. But conscious mind is you doing your day-to-day actions. Okay. Now this is what I lack in my day-to-day actions it's causing an unbalance in my life, I feel. The way I talk to people, I want to talk about the things that I care about the most. I want to talk about the things that I'm passionate about, which is managing your money, following where the money is. It's not all about money, but it's about success, and it takes money to have success. Plain and simple. Again, I quote J. Cole: "Can't take it when you die, but you cannot live without it." You need money, assets. You need stuff that is worth. So you can do what you need in life, do whatever you want in life. You need money. So I follow that. I'm very passionate. I study it and I do all that good stuff. But so I want to talk to people about this. I want to talk to people. A lot of people around me, like a good majority of the people around me, they're not even interested, nor do they're at a point in their life where they can say, hey, like I talk to people old, young. There's a few older people, but they're at a different stage in my life. And not only that, they're at a different stage, they're in a different time frame. So they've made their money through they either work their way, like they did the working thing where they've literally spent like 40 years at a job and made a retirement fund, or they got some type of funded retirement. Which, I mean, if you really look on the internet and study things like this, like there's a whole bunch of other stuff like retirement funds, like and that's how they make their money. That's how they make their money, and then they work for just to prevent from rotting away, because that's what happens. Either you find a good hobby and you find something you're passionate about when you're older, or you just rot, or you just get a job. So that being said, like it's hard to connect with people around me, especially my age. I'm 25, and I want to talk to other young people about this, but they're just like, dude, I don't even care. Like I got more things to worry about. I have to worry about paying the bills, paying my bills, let alone savings, let alone investing. So it's unfortunate. That's where I'm at in my life. There's multiple reports that maybe it's like 80% of the United States has less than $1,000 in their savings account. That's like holy cow. That's blowing me away. And you start to realize that once you start talking about financials, people would rather talk about and religion and what's the other one? And politics. You find it's an easier conversation to talk about religion and politics rather than money. So I like to talk about money. It's like, hey, have you ever thought about investing? They're just like, oh man, like this is keep that to yourself, man. So and then of course I'm just like all around. I'm just happy as a bee and just like trying to talk about what I'm passionate about. So it's unfortunate right now. That's what I'm going through in life, and that's why I've been joining a group. There's this app that I found out. It's called Meetup. I actually found this on the internet. So it's called Meetup. So I'll type in a specific group that I want to connect with, and potentially there's a group in Arizona that they have meetings and they have groups together, and it helps you find specifically what you want out of a group. So if I want to find young entrepreneurs, millennial entrepreneurs, or a group of a young successful group or something like that, you want to surround the people around you. You know what I mean? There's got to be layers to your friends. There got to be people who are grinding with you and they understand what you're going through. There's got to be people above you, which I have the people above me. I work at Walmart, and there's a lot of people, usually the store managers and co-managers, those people who've been there a long time. They usually have their money right and they're making smart decisions. So I get to hear them. And like I said, I'm literally always taking notes. I'm like listening, like, give me your information. But then, like I said, I'm missing that group. Oh, and like I said, there's 3 groups. There's people that are on your same level and understand you. That you got there people that are above you. There's got to be people that you have to that are at a lower stage in your life, so you can understand what they're going through, potentially even lift them up, and then also remind yourself this is why you're doing what you're doing here. So I'm missing that middle stage. I'm missing it, and it's empty. It is just empty. I haven't made one solid friend since being in Arizona. That is not the worst thing for me. However, like I said, I am feeling the effects as far as like just not having anybody to relate to. But anything else, anything otherwise, like I'm good. I'm slowly realizing too that I need a companion, and not only any companion. I need a companion that that has somewhat of the same, ideas, not necessarily ideas. You want somebody who you can, first off, number one, you're attracted to. Number two, that you guys are compatible, and as far as like personality wise and whatnot, you want somebody that you can fully open up to. You can tell 100% of your truth and not be afraid of the consequences. And there's a lot. We're all humans. We all have our demons. We all have the worst in us. It's in there. It's human nature. But you want somebody that you can completely open up to and accept you for all you got, and you make a partnership with them. You negotiate with this person. Hey, I accept your faults. I accept your downfalls, and you accept mine, and I love you for what you are, and you love me for what we are. Now let's negotiate. And we got to figure this thing out before we build up for marriage. Let's figure this thing out as far as like, who's taking care of the money, or who's going to do all the trash, or who's going to do blah blah blah, or who's gonna, etc. It's all a negotiation and then an agreement. You are stronger as a couple than as you're single. And I'm really learning. I'm I've been thinking about that for months now. Like, you're stronger as a couple than as a single. And I recently heard a video from Jordan Peterson. He said the only good reason to be single is if you have an extreme talent, like an absolute out of this world talent, which is like if you're an artist, like, and you need to you need to sacrifice this portion of your life to perpetuate your greatness. Then that's a reason to be single. You know what I mean? But as human beings, we are. We need each other. That's what it is. We need each other, and we thrive off of each other, and all that good stuff. This video is getting a bit long here. My name is Timothy Rushton. This is me just checking in. This is Timothy's Life Academy. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. I really appreciate the like. And if you can, subscribe, tune in with me. If you notice too, I got new lighting in here. This is not the official lighting, but I made sure some lighting up here, and then I got for sure a new mic. So I got a new mic and a new camera as well too. And I didn't spend that much. I spent like $40 on this camera, whatever, on the mic, and then the lighting is just it's just a quick light that I put together. But I got an official light coming in. I'm investing in these videos so I can get the long run. I do enjoy these videos. So please, if you can support me, give me a like. Be sure, just give me a like, and I'd appreciate it. Thank you.